All right, guys, how's it going? Well, it is time for another today's exclusive. It's actually from yesterday, but let's take a look at it anyway. It's going to be hard to poke fun at this one, actually, because there's some truth to it. We've discussed this a few times on here. In fact, I think the last today's exclusive, or the one before it, was actually about this as well, which is Benjamin Sesko. This is an article published on Rousing the Cop, and it's written by someone called James Brooke, and it says exclusive with Graham Bailey. Let's take a look at it. Liverpool have been in contact over a summer move for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. Rousing the Cop can reveal. Now, it was actually revealed a few days ago or last week on one of these other fucking aggregating shitty websites, right? Not wanting to be technical or anything, but a few weeks back, last month, I wrote about our interest in Benjamin Sesko. I kept it a bit low key, and it was sent out on my newsletter, which the link is in my video description. It was obviously posted on the members' website, but it was just something that I didn't want to put out there to everybody at the time, and there was a reason for that. Okay, but so all these different sites are revealing it now. But if you follow my content, you know that we discussed this last month, and the problem here is that our interest in Benjamin Sesko is genuine. But let's continue. The Reds are on the lookout for a new forward or new forward options, with Darwin Núñez expected to be sold. And basically they're saying that with the transfer fee from Núñez, that will give Liverpool money to spend on a replacement. The Reds are exploring several options in the market, and RTK can reveal contact has been made with Sesko's representatives over recent weeks. And if they were subscribed to my newsletter last month, they would know this, right? So yeah, it's true. Sesko's representatives have been spoken to. I believe that. The difference here is that where this information is coming from is absolutely very credible. The 21-year-old is likely to be sold in 2025 after 2 years with Leipzig. Liverpool are not the only interested party, with Sesko having previously communicated a preference to join a London club, which obviously Arsenal comes to mind there. But his camp have apparently made it clear that he's now very much open to other options. And the article goes on just to tell you 17 of his 35 goals for the Bundesliga side have come this season, and Sesko has an impressive 16 goals in 39 caps for Slovenia. Sorry, let me read that again. There's so many adverts on here. 16 goals in 39 caps. In 39 caps. You know what I'm saying? He's destined to play at one of Europe's top clubs. That's the feeling. RTK have been informed. You smell that? You smell that bullshit? That there is a gentleman's agreement between the club and Sesko that he will be sold in the upcoming summer window. I can tell you right now that there's been multiple suggestions of that publicly, that there is an agreement that they wouldn't stand in his way. Anyway. Says here, they're saying he's got a release clause of around £50 million. But this will not necessarily have to be met to strike a deal with Leipzig. And again, these are suggestions that are widely known. Maybe not widely known if you're not paying attention to Sesko. I am, and I've seen multiple reports saying the same thing. RTK understands that Liverpool are gathering information on a number of other forward players. The Reds are likely to sign an attacker regardless of whether Mo Salah stays or goes, and are looking at both wide and central players. I would agree with that statement, but Mo Salah stays anyway. So, normally when we do today's exclusive, they're usually a load of shite and nonsense. Well, I would say that's a load of shite and nonsense, to be honest with you. You can't claim an exclusive when it's already out there. But I think that I don't know how you digest these things, but it depends who's making the exclusive, I guess. If Paul Joyce came out with an exclusive, I think we'd all go, ooh, but I'm not sure Rousing the Cop, Graham Bailey or whatever, I don't think anyone would be putting money on this. From my own angle, I did send that, a very extensive, detailed update out on the newsletter about Sesko several weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember now. It was last month. It's on the members website if you are a VIP member. Let me have a look, see if I can just quickly find it. Be in the editors section, there it is. Agent lines up Benjamin Sesko talks. What I'm going to do is, I mentioned this the last time we mentioned Benjamin Sesko on here, is I'm going to publish that on the main site on coptalk.com to everybody. But it's not going to happen today because I'm going out in about 50 minutes to the football. So I'll leave the tab open on my browser here, and that will remind me the next time I'm at my desk. And I will paste it, or whatever, publish it in full on the main site, coptalk.com, on Monday, tomorrow, okay? But it's a detailed article. Sesko is a versatile forward known for mobility and technical skill, physical presence, high pressing. He would have a resale value. Sesko's lower valuation, manageable wages and higher resale potential make him a textbook FSG signing, affordable now with a big payoff later. Jurgen Klopp's also mentioned in here. I do believe I touch on the sourcing here as well. I don't need to justify myself to my regular followers. I've been doing this since the 1990s, and people know that if I've spent that much time, writing up an article like that, that I believe in it. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to happen, and I wouldn't know if it's going to happen or not. How could I? I'm not a Twitter twat. I'm not an ICK. But put it this way, those saying that we're... sorry, I was just reading the word monitoring. Liverpool are monitoring on my screen, which is part of that article, but it makes reference to monitoring FC and everything. Sorry, those that are responsible for the information for this, I know I can put my life on it that they would be accurate. But we are starting to see these aggregators and content creators, a few weeks later now saying that we're speaking to his agents and things like that. I will publish the article tomorrow. Please remind me if I don't. I've got a memory like a sieve. But yeah, it's interesting. He's definitely, I can tell you right now, he's definitely on that infamous radar. The bigger radar, or a bigger radar than what GCHQ listening stations got in England. But no, he's definitely a serious option here, I think. And I personally am watching everything about him, which is how I stumbled on this Sesko one today. Unfortunately, I'm not going to pay any attention to that website, and I would advise you not to. You make your own opinions, though. He's one to consider. I believe he was in action for last night. I haven't read up on that, though. Check the comments on this video, and you might find something in relation to that. But he's not the only name. He's not the only name, and I know many of you are probably hoping, Alexander Isak's going to be signed. But this is, you could imagine Liverpool going for someone like this lad. But there is others as well, some other names. Maybe we should, focus on them next week. But for now, I'm just telling you about today's exclusive, and I'm sure you're all very excited with this update. But yeah, I'll publish that tomorrow. All right, guys. That's your last video for me today, I think. I may get a video out from the stadium today, the football I'm going to. I need to put my watch on charge. Please do excuse me. Please charge. My watch isn't charging. Oh, yes it is. Yeah, I might do something from up at the stadium later. But yeah, I'll leave you with it. All right, keep an eye on Benjamin Sesko. I'm sure some people pronounce it Sesko. You know me, if Jack Daniels, John Smith, I ain't got a fucking clue. But I think in his native language it's pronounced like that. All right, guys, take care. Hope you're having a great weekend.